Often, if you want to be a leader or you're getting into that role, you have to cut out some of the things that maybe you have in your personal life, which is talking about some of your political or worldly beliefs. Because as we all know, especially in today's climate, we could bring that up and we are definitely going to offend someone or upset someone. The other part is friendships. But there's a very fine line between becoming or transitioning into a leader and then what do we do with those friendships? And if you listen to, Jocko Willink or, any type of military podcasts or read any military books, they draw a very fine line between building morale and relationships, but also stopping that at friendships. However, those are two things that jump out because ultimately, yeah, we want to have strong relationships, but we need to delineate between being a leader uh, and being able to lead people and delegate. And it becomes just so much more difficult when most of your direct reports are your friends or your
Mhm.
good friends. And moving forward, as we transition into that, I think I kind of zoom out a little bit. It's very important to establish boundaries. And those are things you should be doing very early in your career, whether that be with your clients, with your team, or not. And just ask yourself, what is important to me? What is sacred? And unfortunately, I've had to use this as I'm sure you have too, Dustin, when your kids were younger, which is, there are certain times when I'm not going to take a phone call at 10 o'clock at night unless it's an emergency, especially on a Friday. I'm not going to let something interfere with my coaching of my daughter's basketball. That's the time that I've dedicated to that team. And while they may only be 10 years old, they're going to have my full attention during that time. And if I need to work later, I need to work later.